We're going to give you a demonstration how to set the classroom up, and after that is done, we're going to give you a demonstration on how to shut it down. So this is the tool cage. Your pliers, your hammer, your reamers, your chisel, extra blades for the porta band. Porta bands are down here that you will need. Now we're going to go over to where the solder, the brazing rod, sandcloth, everything you're going to need to make a joint. Here's the cabinet for the solder, the brazing rod, flux brushes, sandcloth, fluxes, and your fitting brushes. So the first thing you're going to need to do is set up the oxygen bottle. Do not get a pair of channel locks or crescent wrench to tighten the oxygen gauge. We have a wrench right here tied to it. As the sign says, you set the gauge to 40 psi. Then we are going to turn the gas generator on. Turn the gas on. Turn the breaker on. Turn the generator on. And start it. It should go to 50 psi. After this is done, we will go back to the supply for the stations. At the stations, if you notice, you have the pressures already written down on the green label on the wall. 30 psi for the oxygen. Natural gas gets 20 psi. And for the purge, which is this valve here, set it right at 1. Then you're going to want to turn the gas on. Bring out the hose. Turn the valves on, set the regulators to what you're supposed to. Each station has a striker hanging on it. Turn the gas on, bring the oxygen, and you can start your brazing or soldering, whichever one you do. Now, let's go ahead and shut the system down. We will go back to the gas generator. Turn the supply line to all the stations off. Turn the generator off. Pull the breaker. Turn the gas supply off. Make sure the gas and all the gauges are off. Release the tension on the gauges. And at the end of the night, the instructor should look at every station and make sure all the valves are turned off. And the station should look like this. Their hoses should be wrapped on nice and neat, nice and tight. And that's the instructor that needs to look at that. That is really all you should need to know. Just make sure everything's shut down and the cages are shut and closed. Thank you.